Alright, what is up, y'all? We are here today for PCL Week 5, Dallas Starmies versus the Los Angeles Spark Surfers, coached by our good pal, Pokemaster Mike. Mike is a excellent content creator, excellent battler, excellent team builder, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, I'll suck his dick later, okay? Listen, Mike's a good guy, that's my buddy. He has the #1 ranked team, ranked by everyone's cheerleader. So, it's scary, man. Look at it. It's on the screen. That's a Hoopa Unbound. That's a Lando Eye. That's an Araquanid. That's a Kyurem Black and a Xurkitree. A Xurkitree, man? I don't want to do... Okay, and then, so this is his first week having Mega Alakazam and I think Salazzle? He just made a couple trades, basically. And, yeah, man, it's scary. You should definitely check out Mike. I know he does team builders as well, so definitely check him out and do all that bullshit. Links will be down below. This is getting repetitive, guys. Let's change up the pace a bit. Fuck the 3-step system. Let's just go off on a tangent here and talk about this background, right? This is Little Dicky. This is Brain. He's wearing a Stop Dabbing t-shirt, which is just fucking delightful. Okay, no, but for real though, we are gonna do the 3-step system. So, we're gonna talk about what I think he's gonna bring, what I'm going to bring, and what I learned in mocks. So, what I think he's going to bring, I have 5 mons here checked off, and they are all looking scary as fuck. We got the Kyurem Black, we got the Xurkitree, the Araquanid, the Gramble, and the Megazam. Now, Gramble isn't necessarily that, I was almost going to say it's not that intimidating, but it literally has Intimidate as its ability, so I think that's probably a bad choice of words for that. But Webs plus Kyurem Black and Xurkitree absolutely is disgusting. And yeah, man, it's a scary team. Like I said, it's ranked #1. He's got a Lando Eye as well. I don't know if it comes, but if it does, it's scary. It just kills everything on my team ever. So yeah, Kyurem Black, Xurkitree, Araquanid, Mega Alakazam, and Gramble. Those things are the things I'm most concerned about. I think those are the biggest threats to my team. Granted, I didn't say Hoopa was the biggest threat to my team, which it's a fucking Hoopa. Like, sorry, I burped as I said that. I didn't whisper it, I promise. It's like I said it like Velma or something. But no, it's a huge threat, but I just don't think it's that big of a threat to my team, per se, because I have a lot of U-turning momentum, and a lot of physical attackers, and Hoopa doesn't appreciate either of those things. Now, on my paperwork here, we got Xurkitree. If that thing comes, it could be Z Hypnosis or it could be Scarf. Either way, it's a fucking threat. Z Hypnosis is a huge threat 60% of the time, and you know what? The odds are in our favor to not go night-night, so that's never a fun thing to deal with. And then I was looking at stuff, and something like Scarf Salazzle actually puts in some work too. It's like HP Ice, Fire Move, Poison Move, and like Toxic maybe. He just kind of gets to just click a button, and he can easily clean up versus me late game. So, I need to watch out for all that stuff. I need to be careful of his Psychic Spam Core with the Hoopa and the Mega Alakazam. I need to be weary of the Webs plus giant fucking threats, basically. Also, sorry if I sound like shit. I've sounded terrible in like every video I've ever recorded because it's wintertime in Texas, and the fucking temperature doesn't know if it wants to be 90 or 30, and like my immune system just can't deal with that as a whole. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna be sniffling. I might do might have to do a farmer blow every now and then, but hey, it's fine. Now, another thing I need to look out for is his Scarfers. He has a couple months that could potentially be Scarf. Like I said, Kyurem, Xurkitree, Hoopa, they're all huge threats. I need to figure out if they're Scarf. I swear to God, if you don't stop texting me, who is it? Who is it? Oh, it's my friend, and it's his birthday. Never mind. But yeah, he just got Megazam, he just got, I think, Salazzle, or I don't remember what it was, man, I don't know, but he's got threats. Now, so that's what I think he's going to bring. Let's talk about what I'm going to bring. So, first of all, we're not going to not bring Greninja. I hate running Life Orb on a Momentum Mon. We've talked about this time and time again, but we're going to do it because damage. Now, U-Turn blows away the motherfucking Hoopa, Low Kick blows away the Kyurem Black, Hydro Pump blows away everything else, and Water Shuriken is just there for priority. It means that Lando Eye can't get Polish on me and get that plus speed, and then sweep my entire team. So, actually, the funny thing is, with this investment on Gren, 3 hits on Shuriken means it kills Lando Eye after it's been U-turned out on, which is hilarious. Now, it's a 66% chance to get 3 hits, and it's very close to that Hypnosis we were talking about earlier, so I mean, hey, fuck it. Then we have our designated lead, Brain. With this team, it's kind of weird having designated leads because it's just so many offensive things, plus a Sylveon, a Lantern, and a Uxie. But we got the Cobra Berry, and yes, you will notice that is a jolly-natured, attack-invested Uxie, and this is stupid. This is like, on paper, this does not work at all because Mike isn't stupid. So, but with the Cobra Berry, we live any attack from anything. Like, honestly, I don't think there's anything that OHKOs me on his team other than the super effective Dark type hit from Hoopa, because Uxie is fucking thick. So we eat that with the you know, fucking snot and shit. But with this amount of attack investment, we actually have, I think it was a 75% chance to OHKO Hoopa Unbound, and that's if he has a little bit of bulk from speed creeping my, what was it? Was it like a Spec Sylveon? Something like that. For if he has like a tiny bit of bulk, I kill 75% of the time. So that means if we get up rocks, we're killing like 100% of the time, which is cool. We eat that. Heal Bell is super important on this guy because he does have super fucking big threats like T-Wave and Granbull, Toxicking Salazzle, T-Wave, and Toxicking Klefki, and it's just annoying, you know. Spreading status around on my fast, frail offensive sweepers is it's not Gucci Gang. It is the opposite of Gucci Gang, you know. And then Magic Coat, Magic Coat is just there to be annoying. So if I lead off with this and he leads with a Raquinid or Klefki, I don't waste a turn switching out. I can at least go for that Magic Coat and make him more hesitant to click it the rest of the time, you know. And I'm not bringing spikes this game, so if he wants to spike stack himself, that's cool with me, you know. Now next, we have Garchomp with the Adrenaline Orb. Shout out to Die for this set. I ran a very similar set last season, and it did not work out for me, because JB's fucking Meganium is an asshole, and I had it all planned out, I know, but if you're listening, JB, it's my turn to win next time, goddammit. I'm coming for you. No, but for real, SD3 attacks absolutely blows back this man. This thing outspeeds everything on his team, barring Salazzle and Mega Alakazam, and Scarfers, of course. But with the Adrenaline Orb boost, because he has two Intimidators, I have a lot of physical attackers. It's safe to say at least one of them's coming, and those are easily his switch-ins on this. Like, this is my only stab way of dealing with Klefki, and you can actually see if he wants to bring the Magnet Rise set, we got the Fire Fang on there. So if he wants to go for that Magnet Rise, I'm clicking SD in his fucking face, and yeah, man, it's all fine and dandy. But we gotta be max speed just to be able to outpace the Lando Eye if he just wants to be like fucking timid max or something like that. But there's actually not a funny story, but I guess we need to explain this nickname. So Garchomp's nickname changes every week, and I'm just kind of personally tailoring it to each person. And if you've ever been in not a phone call, if you've ever been in like a Discord call with Mike, you can't say anything about your mic being muted, because he comes out of nowhere and he's like, "Don't mute me," and it's just a whole big thing. And I do that with certain jokes too, and it, you know, hanging out with Mike has changed me as a person, you know. So we got muted the Garchomp because muted Mike. So shout out to Mike. Next we have the Substitute Poison Jab U-Turn Drill Run Mega Vidro. My reasoning with this was I can set up a sub on stuff that's potentially choice locked. Having a sub up, like, so if he wants to sack something and then come in with his Scarfer, I can get up a sub, kill that thing, and then the Scarfer / Mega Alakazam doesn't kill me. Mega Alakazam is a huge fucking threat. It fucking OHKOs almost everyone on the team, but if we can outspeed it, that'll be very nice. Or not outspeed it, but if we can not be revenged by it, rather. So having sub on there is pretty clutch, and having something like Fell Stinger or Toxic Spikes or Defog would be helpful, but dick on the table, we going sub, bro. And then we got Drill Run just to be able to hit that Klefki, and then the standard Mega Beedrill Dual Stab, you know. Now, since his speed tiers go from 150 to 117, we can actually run Adamant Beedrill with a fair amount of bulk, and if I'm not mistaken, I was calcing shit, and I think this lives a Thunderbolt, but honestly, this was like 7 weeks ago, so I don't remember. But this lives some kind of something. There was something that I was like, hey, I didn't know this would live this, but yeah. And then, next, making its PCL debut, we got Zac the Goat. Shout out to Zac the Goat. But, Sylveon. HP Ground, Hyper Voice, Baton Pass, Wish. This thing is a fucking monster versus him. We have just enough speed to be able to outspeed something. I don't remember what it was, to be honest. Like, honestly, for real skis, I don't remember what it was. I might have just put some in there just so he couldn't speed creep me with slower mons like Hitmontop and shit, I guess. That would make sense. Well, Hitmontop's actually faster, so this is probably for no speed Hitmontop. But long story short, we're bold, close to max, and this thing is just here to be bulky as shit. Kyurem, if it comes, it could easily be Corkscrew Crash, and that would be annoying. The only other thing I was worried about is like Gunk Shot from Hoopa. So this item changed from Babiri to what's the poison one? I don't remember. It changed from steel resisting berry to poison resisting berry. Kebia, right? Is it Kebia? Are you Kebia? Let's find out together. It's Kebia, of course it's Kebia. But so I kept changing it between Babiri and Kebia. Like I had the team genned, and then I went in game and changed the item twice. And like I ended up being like, no, you can't fucking tinker at the last minute. And I changed it back to Babiri. But Sylveon just does not die to a lot of stuff on his team, and it really doesn't. And even uninvested, Hyper Voice is doing a pretty good chunk to everything on the team. Hidden Power Ground hits the Clef Key and the Salazzle for super effective damage, and that is clean as fuck. I really wanted to run Calm Mind, but I felt like Slow Momentum, if you will, was more helpful. And then we got Flat Stanley, just to be able to clean late game. We got the Defog, Smart Strike, Leaf Blade, X Scissor. It's looking like it could potentially clean late game, man. If he wants to be Scarf Salazzle, that will outspeed me. But other than that, this will outpace any of his Scarfers and kill the Mega Alakazam as well. So we got the X Scissor because he's really like not weak to bug types, but late game bug types are looking very, very good versus Mike. And then we got Leaf like Dual Stab plus Defog. It's pretty self-explanatory, and yeah, man. So last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about what I learned in mocks. And I wasn't actually able to do any mocks this week because I am a procrastinator. And frankly, just a terrible person at doing like real life stuff, so I just didn't fucking get to do any mocks on time. But a couple notes that were made by, I don't want to say the front office, but by my friends that we all help each other build. Sylveon absolutely goes in versus this man. He doesn't really have a good switch in if I have HP ground, and it heals back up the whole team, so that's very, very, very important. I don't want to just go slinging Sylveon around, throwing it into attacks, because it has a really good role on the team, being able to live a hit basically and then fire back and kill some of the stuff on his team that otherwise I can't kill. Like it eats a hit from Mega Alakazam, does a fuckload with Hyper Voice, and I think that puts it in range of the young Water Shuriken depending on hits and stuff like that. So that's cool. But yeah, Sylveon is looking like I gotta keep Sylveon healthy. I also need to make sure that I keep Brain alive here, because if I can't heal Bell off his Prankster T-Waves, I'm shit out of luck. One other thing, Greninja obviously starts out as the dark type, so I can't be T-Waved and shit. And it's unfortunate that my best move that I can click, which does a lot to his team, frankly, it means that I'm no longer dark type. So basically, I can click Hydro Pump one time. If he goes into Klefki or he's in with Klefki already, I have to switch out because I can't let this motherfucker get paralyzed, or Toxic, or fucking Dazzling Gleamed, or whatever else he wants to do, you know. So Grin, obviously WinCon, GrenCon. Okay. And then Brain's very important. Garchomp honestly can potentially just win the entire game by itself, but it's all going to come down to plays, you know? So that's going to be it. Let's going to go ahead and do it. Like I said, check out Mike, check out the whole gang, check out all the PCL coaches, you know? And this went up late, but the next battle will be tomorrow. I'm actually waiting on a message from Mike to see when we're going to upload. That has not happened yet. So, yeah, I don't know. It'll be up at some point. Fuck off. Bye forever.